Yeah, ahead of next week's home opener, the Bengals traveling down here to Logan to Maverick Stadium, the home of the Utah State Aggies. Let's jump into the highlights to see how it went for the Bengals. Hey, Misty, I'm here in Twin Falls, where both Pocatello baseball and softball are chasing a state title. Pokey softball picking up 2 wins today, meaning they'll just need 2 more tomorrow to be undefeated for a state champions. Meanwhile, baseball locked into a semifinal here right behind me at the College of Southern Idaho. They were down 6-1 just a few minutes ago. They've cut into it. It's now 6-5 in the 5th inning, so they'll have a shot to win this one as well. Thanks, Misty. I'm here outside Albertson Stadium in Boise, where the Broncos are set to take on the Utah State Aggies tomorrow in each team's regular season finale on the gridiron. Now, it won't be the last game either team plays this year, as Boise State has already secured a spot in the Mountain West Championship game against Fresno State, while Utah State became bowl eligible with a win over San Jose State last weekend. Yeah, we just entered halftime of Idaho State and San Diego State. The Bengals down 20-13 at the break. A lot closer than a lot of people might have expected. I'm joined by Andy Whittier, ISU football alumni. He was on the team back in 2017 when the Bengals upset another Mountain West opponent in Nevada. Yeah, Idaho State men's basketball dominating in a couple of exhibitions, but the first official game now. I'm joined with big man Braden Parker. So, Braden, just how good does it feel to be out here getting ready for the real deal for the first time this year? Yeah, we're live here at the new and improved Holt Arena beside Coach Cody Hawkins after the first scrimmage of the fall season. Coach, just a little under 2 weeks into practice. How's everything going for you guys so far?
Things are going great.
Yeah, it's halftime of the final game of day 1 of the Rocky Mountain Rumble. Highland up big over Utah's Skyline High School, 35-0 at halftime. It's got these fans behind me all kinds of pumped up, right, guys? So hopefully Highland pulls out the win in this one. We got Nick Sorrell to my right and Scott Berger from Skyline here. So, fellas, thank you both so much for joining me. First, just to make sure everything's civil, can we just get a handshake on camera? All right, great. Good to see that. Good to see that, because we know it's going to be a great game behind us. It's spring break for the high schools here in town, but the Pokey baseball team isn't going to Cancun or anything like that. No way. They're right back to work, hosting Twin Falls today. A little early morning Black Friday football, and even though Boise State and Utah State had both already punched their tickets to the postseason, still plenty to play for today on the blue. Let's take you to the highlights. But the Bengals rejuvenated coming out of the break. They're trailing 41-14, and Jordan Cook gets the comeback started. Looking end zone, and Cyrus Wallace makes an incredible touchdown snack. Some momentum back on their side now. Fourth quarter down 20. Cook rolls out, hits Chaden James, number 2, diving for the end zone. He's ruled just short, but Nasu isn't finished. Speed option to the far sideline, and he is in for his second touchdown of the day. Don't look now, but we got a game on our hands. The Eagles go on 4th down and don't get it. Cook now looking to make it a 1-score game. Aaron Blancas running with it, and nobody can take him down. Touchdown, Idaho State. It's just a 6-point game. The Eagles recover the onside kick, but a penalty gives the Bengals another chance. A perfect kick from Thomas Kopcho, and the Bengals are on it. Their ball with a chance to take the lead. 4th down, game on the line. Christian Fredrickson holds on. 1st down, Idaho State at the 1-yard line. Hunter Hayes comes in at quarterback on 1st and goal. No problem. He ties this one up at 41 apiece. It's Kopcho again. He's on for the go-ahead extra point. No doubt. The Bengals take the lead in the final minute. But the Eagles move the ball easily into field goal range for the win, but it's wide right. Do you believe? Idaho State comes back from down 41-14, 28 unanswered points, and they take down the number 21 team in the country. The Mountain America Center playing host to some high-level college basketball tonight. Boise State versus St. Mary's in a neutral site showdown. But you might have thought we were in Boise with all the blue and orange in the stands tonight. Bronco Nation showing out in East Idaho. Boise State looking for win number 4. Going inside to kick things off, Omar Stanley, lefty hook for the game's first points. Now the handoff goes to Tyson Dagenhart, looking for his big man on the roll. Sweet feed, reverse lay-in for another Broncos bucket. A hot start and no signs of cooling down yet. Jace Whiting driving kick. Dagenhart for 3. Swish. Boise State is loving the Mountain America Center so far. This time Dagenhart going to work, lowers the shoulder, a strong finish, 9-0 start. St. Mary's needs a timeout currently in the second half, and the Broncos hold on to a double-digit lead at this point. Brinley Cannon looking to lead Shelley to their first state title since 2008. Cannon pushing it herself, pulls it from deep, and she hits it. High scoring in the first quarter. Some more from her off the dribble, stepping back. Swish. Cannon has 16 points in the first half alone as the Russets in the lead. They're fired up. Sandpoint calls timeout. Then a perfect entry pass. Cannon takes the bump and gets it to go anyways. And one for the junior. The Russets lead by 4 at halftime. Bulldogs build a double-digit lead in the second half. Shelley mounting a comeback. Mia Williams hits it from downtown. They're down 5 with 4 to go. Cannon doing it all. Gets the offensive board and another and one for the future BYU Cougar. The Thunder Bats come out firing. Anna Campbell finds herself a gap out in left center field. That's going to bring in a run for the home team. Campbell is speeding around the bags. She gets into third base with the triple. Pokey already up 4-0 in the second inning. Mielesk pitching for the Thunder, taking care of business per usual. That's a swinging strikeout for the junior. The Tigers bats coming to life though. Kate Rodell turns on one, pulls it to right field, and it gets over the fence out there. Idaho Falls is on the board. Pocatello's Brittany Ward lost 200 pounds in the past 7 years. Now in less than 2 weeks, she'll compete in her first ever bodybuilding competition. None of it possible without the support of her trainer, Jack McCormick. Here's their story.
From neighbor to friend and neighbor to
now he's like my dad.
Now she's like my daughter. Yeah.
Brittany weighed over 300 pounds when a serious health scare put her on the right track.
I went in for a routine checkup, and a physician friend of mine, it came out that it was a precancerous polyp right on the verge of being a colon cancer. And I was young, I had young babies, and I was unhealthy, and I was extremely overweight, and I had tons of medical issues, and just enough was enough.
Her first step, getting to a manageable and healthy weight. Once she met Jack, the goal changed.
I told her, I said, if you believe in me, I'll put you on stage. She didn't think it would happen, and here we are.
For him to believe in me, that I could go from extreme obesity to walk across the stage and show 10 judges my every insecurity. It took Jack believing in me and my family believing in me to be like, you can do this, and to channel the hurt into that.
Brittany's decision to compete now is no coincidence. She wants Jack to see her on stage.
I have cancer. I have terminal cancer. And Brittany's going to be my last girl on stage. Yeah. So I want to do this right. I want to make it right for her.
Jack's diagnosis hardly slowing him down. He's still at the gym all the time, moving some weight.
If someone's going to teach you how to lift, then they should be able to kind of do it themselves. The only thing I really can't do is squat and deadlift, because I'll pass out. Almost pass out on the bench too, so, you know, but I keep trying.
Brittany's saying training is exciting, but it's training with Jack that makes it truly special.
I enjoy spending more time with him than I do, I don't know, the show.
Yeah.
The show's kind of a bonus, and it'll be fun, but I think coffee in the garage at this point is more important.
Brittany's advice to anyone struggling with losing weight: you don't have to turn into a bodybuilder like her. You just need the right people around you to get on the right track.
You find somebody that will help guide you, because everybody tries in the beginning themselves, and I know I did, and it works for a while, but then you really have to find someone that can help you to succeed.
The Gate City producing high-end basketball players more than ever at the moment, and 2 of Pocatello's own are now AAU national champions. Julian Bowie and Isaiah Harwell of Utah Prospects winning the Adidas title last week in South Carolina. The duo said the competition they faced was legit.
Everyone's big, athletic. I'm like the smallest guy on the court. Here, I'm like one of the bigger ones, so I'm playing point guard out there. It's fun, really physical, and you got to bring it every game.
It was amazing. Just being able to, just to do it was a blessing. So just being able to compete against all like the top players, being able to win for it.
The Adidas 3SSB circuit includes teams sponsored by NBA stars like Damian Lillard and Trae Young. The win in South Carolina is the first in Utah Prospects history.
Always, I wanted to be on the Adidas circuit and Nike circuit when I was young, watching those guys as role models playing. And no Prospects team has ever even made it to the championship as 17U, and we won it, so we just made history with our club.
Even with multiple double-digit victories on the way to the championship, the path wasn't without adversity.
Actually, the first 3 days, I was sick, so I didn't play a whole ton the first 3 games. I was just trying to survive out there.
Yeah, well, he wants to always be sick and hurt, so we had to we had to talk to him through it. So he played a little bit, but then he gave us a little bit, and then we had to just take off from there.
And actually, our second round game, we only won by 3. We had Koa Pete, 5-star USA kid on Compton Magic. We ended up pulling that out by 3, but that was probably our toughest game we had out there.
Julian's entering his senior year of high school and is already committed to Boise State. Playing with Utah prospects gives him a different perspective on preparing for the next level.
I'm kind of a facilitator on this team because I got weapons everywhere. I'm only 6'2", so at Boise State I'll be point guard. I'm kind of playing the same way I will at Boise.
It's just the latest accomplishment in what's been a whirlwind summer for Isaiah, including multiple new Division I offers and a gold medal representing Team USA in the FIBA U16 Americas Championships.
That's a feeling you can't really explain. So, I mean, just being out there was a blessing, being able to be on the court and playing for my team, for my national team.
Even with all of the success, they never feel too far from home here in Pocatello, even if most of their peers have no idea where that is.
I just say Idaho usually, so I don't have to get into it, but yeah, it's really cool putting 208 on the map. I mean, winning Adidas Championships is hard, even for anyone, especially from Idaho and Utah.
Being able to give everybody here like a chance. So like if I were to go up and put Idaho on the map, or like Julian goes up and put Idaho on the map, then like they might look at somebody else here. They could go out there and maybe get on an AAU team, get some more offers, just have a successful career.